Hello and welcome to the Eternal Quest Tarot. Thank you so much for being here and for choosing to watch this video. I really appreciate your presence on my channel. Special thank you to all of you who have chosen to subscribe to my channel and stay back for more readings to come in the near future. So anyways, as you can see from the title, today we are looking into your crush's feelings and emotions and thoughts towards you, and how do they feel about the connection. And for your pile selection, I have 3 piles here. The first one is this black obsidian crystal. It's supposed to be really a cleansing crystal, I believe, with the Kawaii Tarot. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I will have all the names of the decks, oracle decks as well as the tarot decks, listed in the description box below. The second option is this Chrysocolla crystal with the Cat's Eye Tarot. And for your third option, or pile 3, we have this orange calcite? Yeah. Orange calcite crystal with the Mystic Medleys Tarot. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, go ahead and make your choice. You'll find the timestamps in the description below. And yeah, click on the timestamps, and I will see you at your reading. Hello pile 1 people, so this is for those of you that resonated with this black obsidian crystal and the Kawaii tarot deck. So we are going to be looking into the feelings and emotions and thoughts of the person that you're crushing on right now. And this is to get insight for you as to where they stand in relationship to the connection and what's really going on with them. I have filmed one other what is your crush thinking and feeling, or what are their feelings towards you type of video, so kind of like exactly the same video before, and you can check that out in the list of my video, the small collection that I have so far. There was something else that I was trying to say, but I completely forgot. Oh yeah, with this kind of relationship, I think these readings are especially more helpful because when it's a situation where you are crushing on someone, it's kind of new, and there's not a lot of communication, there's not a lot of exchange, and there's some reservations that we feel or have for like asking them direct questions. So I think these readings are immensely helpful. And as always, I'm going to start with the tarot, and then we are going to go into oracle messages. I have a whole bunch of oracle cards on my right here, and I'm going to pull the cards from that later on. But let's get started with the tarot. What are your crush's feelings towards you, pile 1? What are your crush's feelings towards you at this time, pile 1? How is your crush feeling? How do they feel about you? How do they feel about the connection? Let's see. We are starting with the 4 of coins, okay? Well, oops, this jumped out. We have the Knight of Swords. Whoops. What are your crush's feelings towards you, pile 1? How are they looking at this connection? What are they feeling towards this connection with you? This new connection that they might have with you at this time. I'm just going to draw a few cards at least first before I start speaking about them. Then we have, oh, sorry, I should show it to the camera. The Page of Cups. Okay. Interesting energy, I should say. Just to start off with. Like a really conflicting kind of vibe. And we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay. What are your precious feelings towards you? What are your precious feelings towards you, Pile 1? We have the 6 of Coins, which is the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. What are your precious feelings towards you? Then we have the 10 of Wands. If you are familiar with the tarot and you do read the tarot, I hope that you can see with the spread that I have for you so far, that's quite a complex energy. Then we have the 7 of Coins, which is the 7 of Pentacles. What are your precious feelings towards you? So far, and we have the Knight of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Okay. So, okay, where do I begin? First of all, I do think that whether you are aware of this or not, but it seems like your crush is also involved at this time with somebody else. There might be a significant other in their life while they are experiencing these emotions towards you, which is, I feel like the crush is definitely mutual, and they do, I feel like they do acknowledge that almost within themselves, like, as in sometimes you have a crush on someone when you are in a relationship and you spend a lot of time repressing it. But here, I feel like your crush definitely acknowledges it with the Ace of Cups, with the presence of the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups especially. So they are admitting it to themselves. But with the 4 of Coins and the 6 of Coins and the Knight of Swords, the 10 of Wands, especially these 4 cards, the sense that I'm getting that they might be in another connection, and this desire towards you, they might be in a place where they're thinking that they're being extremely reckless with their like self-control and their emotions, and they're allowing themselves, so like, it's kind of like, I'm not getting the word, but something that bothers them in a way that it kind of makes them feel guilty, is what I'm getting. And like, they have become really reckless, and they might be questioning themselves, like, am I even allowed to have these feelings for this other person while I am in this other relationship? Okay. And they might be dismissing the intensity of those feelings by, just looking at it as this is just physical or sexual attraction that I feel. Okay. So I feel like this is what they tell themselves. I'm also seeing the Temperance card, bottom of the deck energy. Okay. So like I said, they might be tempering their feelings, which is, questioning them and trying to have sort of like an inner dialogue in processing these emotions that they feel towards you. And they might be just telling themselves, they acknowledge the emotions, but they are at this time holding themselves back and trying to like balance their feelings and, their life, I feel like, by looking at it as just a crush. Although in reality, I feel like there are deep emotions here, especially with this Page of Cups. Look at the page, sitting in a cup full of water. Water is a sign of emotion or symbol for emotions and their tides. And he's swimming right in it, like in the middle of it, surrounded by that. So the emotions that they feel towards you are quite intense, but I feel like they might be tempering their feelings by saying, you know, this is just about a physical attraction, okay? And to make a real relationship happen with you, they know that they have to make a choice, okay? And they are right now in a state of, you know, like yo-yoing between wanting to keep the status quo, that is like not leave their relationship, and sometimes really wondering if I could leave this relationship that I have and go towards something else. But this decision is something that they have not arrived at, and it almost feels like to them, it feels like a burden, okay? Very difficult to process, and understandably so, because this is not like a easy dilemma to have in your life, and something that you can easily resolve and resolve quickly. So I feel like they're carrying this burden, and they're definitely like holding themselves back as they ponder and they wonder about these questions, like, can I, or is the current the relationship that I am in right now, is it really worth keeping, or should I make myself available and open for this new connection? Okay? Because you see, like, of course there is physical attraction and sexual attraction, and they're very, very attracted to you because of the presence of the Devil card, but it's not just about that surface, or it's not as superficial as they might be telling themselves sometime, in order to like keep themselves in balance and question their feelings. So even though, I mean, there's a part of them, you know, like it's complex. Like there's a part of them that sometimes does acknowledge that there are these deep feelings, but then there is one part that comes in and says, no, this is just, you know, physical attraction. But when they are dwelling in that mindset or headspace where they are really connecting with their heart and really acknowledging their feelings towards you, okay, that's when they really begin this internal questioning about their situation right now, and wondering if it would be reckless of them to leave this connection that they are in for this something new. And I feel like, especially with this pile, I feel like even you can tell by the way they look at you, by the words that they say, how they are towards you, that they definitely have feelings for you, okay? And not just, like I said, it's not just about the sexual attraction, which is what they might be telling themselves, you know. With the confession of their feelings, okay, I feel like, as I said, they're holding themselves back, and they keep telling themselves, you know, like, now is not the time to bring this up, and they're sort of just sitting on it, you know, they're just keeping their patience as they work through their own, you know, internal questioning that's going on in their head. And they know kind of like right now is not the time. The Knight of Coins, again, is the energy of the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is the energy of someone who really takes their time to think about his actions. His or her actions, of course, like there's the gender, whichever one applies to you, that's the one I want you to take. So, but with the Knight of Pentacles especially, this is a very slow moving energy. Like they're very thoughtful, mindful. They think about the pros and cons. They think about the consequences of their choices, consequences of their, like whatever they invest their energy into. And that's because the Knight of Coins typically wants to pursue things for the long term, okay? And even though, like I said, they might be telling themselves and dismissing their emotions sometimes when they think about you, just by the virtue of this patience and them really, considering their actions and reconsidering almost their future. It's like they were headed down a path, but then you popped up into their lives, and now they're being forced to like reconsider with the like Six of Coins energy, the Four of Coins, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. What do I do about this? Okay. But at this time, with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles energy, I feel like they have not really made a decision. It's still in the processing phase. And it's going to, I feel like I should draw more tarot cards to see where this heads, because there's a part of them, what concerns me is that there's a part of them that really denies those emotions and says, says to themselves, that this is just about the physical attraction. This cannot be anything more than that. They might even be questioning, how well do they know you? That's why that, am I being reckless when I let myself go in my imagination and think of scenarios of actually being with this person that has popped up into my life? Am I being reckless? Because what do I know about you? Right, Pile 1? What do I know about my Pile 1 people, like you watching it? So let's see where this goes. We have the Two of Swords, okay. How is your crush feeling about you? Here, I'm going to place it here so that you can see, but it's part of the tarot spread, if that makes sense. We have the Six of Cups, okay. Whoop, this had flipped over. We have the Eight of Cups, okay. So one more, there we go. And we have the Page of Wands. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so for some time, your crush is going to be quite indecisive. And I say that with the Two of Swords energy. Now, the Two of Swords energy particularly, of course, it's a place of inaction. It's a place of no movement and indecision. So being conflicted with their thoughts, okay? What I want to say about the Two of Swords energy are two things. One is that because it's coming from the suit of swords, which is, analytical thought, and connecting more with your thinking side or the thinking mind, there's very little and less connection with your heart space, okay? So they're not really, when they think about a possibility of an actual real connection with you, I feel like they go more by their thoughts and thinking things through, or at least I must say that that's what's going to happen in the future as this relationship or this connection progresses, okay? And sometimes there also would be yo-yoing. So this Two of Swords, analytical mind being at work and thinking thoughts given more weightage and given more value than emotions. But I feel like they also, again, come back to this thinking about the good times that they have spent about you and just thinking about the beauty of this connection. I feel like they feel that they can be more themselves when they are around you. Okay, that they can talk about their feelings a little bit more than usual that they do in their other connections or this other romantic connection, but they feel more accepted, like they feel good when they are around you, okay? With the Eight of Cups and the Page of Wands, with the Eight of Cups, I feel like they might take a little bit of a breather, okay? distance themselves from the connection, go like no contact to low contact, might suddenly become like hard to access, hard to access, I mean, not access. So you might find like suddenly your crush is sort of pulling away from this connection and not being as available as they were before. But then we have a really dramatic turn of events with the Page of Wands, or dramatic switch in their energy with the Page of Wands. So let me see where it unfolds from the Page of Wands. Oh, and the Page of Wands, I feel, is like them coming back to, like making a full circle, back to the emotions, the passion that they feel towards this connection, and really feeling and getting into a place where they can really allow themselves to feel those emotions and can reconsider them. Okay, so as I was saying, like for the short term, there might be some indecision, even though, you know, at times there might be like them acknowledging how good this connection feels, how much they value it, how much they can open up to you, how comfortable and good you make them feel. But for a while with the Eight of Cups, they might choose to take a breather. But then we have the Page of Wands here coming in. So let's see where this reading leads us. Interesting. How is your crush feeling towards you, Pawan? What's going to happen with this connection? Let's see. We have the High Priestess. Okay. Let's draw one more card. I want to get more on the Page of Wands. Please, Spirit. What is this Page of Wands energy? Or where does this go? I know what that energy is. Then we have the Nine of Swords. Okay. All right. Oh, so you know sometimes... And we also have the Ace of Coins. Oh, we have the Magician. Okay, okay. So, as I was saying, you know how sometimes certain connections happen in our life and they're so intense that we spend a lot of time denying them and tempering our feelings. And we spend a lot of time in, you know, like being indecisive as to what to do about it. Your connection with your crush seems to be something of that flavor. So as I was saying with the Page of Wands, I feel like after taking somewhat of a breather, where you might find that it's, you know, little difficult than it was before to connect with them, to have any access to them maybe, or they might just come across as more closed off than before. And then we have the Page of Wands. With that High Priestess energy, I feel like they will be compelled to connect with what their intuition has been telling them all this time, in the sense that they will get to a place, I feel like, where they will be able to admit to themselves that this connection is more than a crush for them, definitely much more than like a physical attraction, or just a sexual attraction towards you. So they won't be able to write off those feelings. And when they connect with their own intuition, their heart space, their feminine side, regardless again of the gender that they are, but when we each have like the masculine, the feminine side, when they allow themselves to connect with that, it might cause them a little bit of stress, as I'm seeing in the Nine of Swords. I feel like this person is, or has so far, spent a lot of time not allowing exactly this situation to happen in their lives. Okay. But Spirit is like, you have to connect with your intuition and allow it to speak to you at some point in your life. You have to learn how to do that. So all this analytical thinking, and how they gave more value to the pros and cons and thinking about this and that, Spirit is stepping in, I feel like, and saying that this cycle that you have been, I feel like, your entire life, saying it to them, I mean, the cycle where you have denied your feelings, where you have suppressed them, and you have not allowed the high priestess in you to talk to you and to give you the inner wisdom that you already possess. But it's kind of like the lid blew off from that suppressed energy when you popped into their lives. Okay? This person, like, really, I get the feeling that your person has spent a lot of time and like number of years where they have just tried to stay up above the like surface level of things, and or tried to stay superficial, is what I'm trying to say, with connections. But I feel like now with you, they will reach a point where it will be so strong and undeniable for them that, understandably so, it causes them some stress to sit with those feelings. Okay? So if this happens, if this situation happens, 8 of Cups, where you suddenly find that your crush is not around so much like they used to be, worry not. I feel like it is almost necessary for them to be on their own for a while, okay, away from you, to really let these feelings that they feel, that they actually feel, but spend a lot of time denying and yo-yoing and feeling like it's a burden, okay, and questioning themselves and the feelings. I feel like some distance is necessary for all of those feelings to come up in a way that it becomes undeniable for your person. Now, with the Ace of Coins, all right, I really do feel that this connection, if you are already in this 8 of Cups situation in which, like, they have chosen to take somewhat of a breather from you and walk away, know that, it's going to get renewed with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Coins. And what's special about the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Coins is that it's talking about a new beginning, but something that is offered outside of your comfort zone. As I said, comfort zone. As I said, denying their feelings, questioning them, suppressing them, has been kind of like a behavioral pattern with your crush so far. They have done that time and again and again, But now, as, these feelings really come up to the surface and speak to them so loud and clear in a way that it becomes impossible for them to not listen, they will come to a point to be, or what am I trying to say? They will reach a point where they will be offering you something new, as in like a newer beginning, and be ready to get pushed out of their comfort zone, which has been this so far. Okay? So ready to take the leap, ready to, make an actual sort of offer of a real relationship, open up about their feelings. And this energy especially, will be from a place where they too feel very good about themselves and very good acknowledging and connecting with their heart space. Because here's the problem with people who have sort of like a blocked heart chakra, or in other words, if that is a little complicated to understand, in other words, they are unable to really connect to their emotions and act on those emotions. Okay, what happens that on the surface they look like they have everything going on for them and their life is perfect, as in, like, if you were to, from the outside, if you were to look at their relationship, that the connection that they might be in right now, it might seem like absolutely perfect and not worthy, and they're telling this to themselves, right? They're like, no, I can't do this. I want to hold on to what I have. So this holding on to, with the Four of Coins, this is a place of fear and not having the courage to take a leap of faith towards something that is really calling to us through our emotions. But you're stuck in that old comfort zone, like a strong desire to not leave your comfort zone, not because your comfort zone is amazing, but because it's a scary thing to do. And that is going to shift, I feel like, as time progresses with your connection. When this happens, when this Ace of Coins does happen and does manifest in this connection, of course you would be the one to decide what you want to do with it, whether you want to allow this connection to happen, or if by that time you have moved on to something else, it will be your choice. But I feel like this person, when they come back, they will feel more confident about their own position, their emotions, and feelings towards you, towards this connection, and they would want to make like a real offer of a real start. Because the High Priestess energy, this is their, deep emotions, intuitions, intuition, the innermost feelings, all surfacing, and it's kind of like they will be compelled to listen to it and break the pattern with the Ace of Coins that they have been stuck in. For a while they might be stressed out about that, about feeling so much, because this person has spent a lot of their life in denial, not listening to the heart, not really having the courage or finding the courage to follow it. So it will distress them for a while, but I feel like they will get to a place where they will be feeling much more open, much more ready to make some kind of a real offer to you guys. Okay, let's go into the oracle messages to get some more on this energy. I'm going to start with a picture oracle deck by one of those independent designers, and I got it from her directly, and I seem to have forgotten her name and everything. This was years ago that I've got these cards, but I really enjoy them. Anyways, what are your precious feelings towards you? What are their thoughts, feelings, emotions towards you at this time? What should you know? What does Pile One need to know about their precious thoughts and feelings towards them at this time? Okay. Oh, we have fun. Okay. So Spirit is asking you, and this makes sense, based on what I see in the cards and the kind of like tendency that your crush has, running away from like deep emotions and getting scared of them. Have fun is Spirit's message to you, to keep things light and not get too attached, I feel like. In the sense, like, not get too attached right now until you see somewhat of a change, and this Ace of Coins, as I said, it manifests and you can feel a difference in your crush's energy. But I feel like right now, if you're sensing the hesitation which I feel like you do, or you must be at this time with your crush, if you're sensing a hesitation with them in this connection, Spirit is saying, find a way, keep things light for yourself too, okay? And just have fun. Just have fun with this connection. Have fun with them. Spend a good time. And when this message, a message like this comes through, it's not just about, protecting your heart, but I feel like the more you feel light about this connection, and the less attachment to the outcome or the desire that you have of maybe like a real relationship with them, the less attached you become to the time frame, okay? Not to the desire itself. There is no need, you cannot and should not let go of any true desire that you have. If it is a true desire for you, you cannot let anyone else tell you to let it go. It has to, if it happens, it has to happen in its own time that is right for you. But know that, your crush at this time might be in any of these stages where they have walked away, or, in this energy, the 4 tarot cards that we saw, where they are holding themselves back, questioning their feelings, and just having to process their feelings, might be feeling like a big burden to them. If they are in this energy and that's what you sense, Spirit is saying that for now, try and make yourself feel light, good, happy about the connection. And if you are in contact with them, try to have fun when you have access to them, or whenever you are in each other's presence, because a lot changes, like energetically, even with those conversations that you have with them. It's an energy shift in the connection that happens. And it wouldn't make any sense for you to get serious, I feel like, at this point of time. And right now, unless you see, the same, you might get to a place where you really catch feelings for your crush, and deep feelings, and that's fine. But don't be too attached to the timeline, I feel like Spirit is saying, and enjoy those feelings on your own, in your own time, and just by yourself. That is what is needed at this time, okay? And in their own time, I feel like there will be a turnaround, a complete turnaround of energy. Anyway, the next one is take a break. Okay, so perhaps Spirit is saying that you need to take a break, or this could be like talking about them. This break, this 8 of Cups, as I said, they might take somewhat of a breather, but know that it's just a pause, okay? It's not, they're not being, and this, don't make the 8 of Cups situation when it comes up to mean something about you. That's also important to know, that they're not walking away from you per se. Find what's lost popped up. So as I was saying, they're not walking away from you because of you or who you are. So don't take it personally. It's just like this person has this tendency of running away from deep feelings. Okay, that's what they've done for a long time. And when that happens, Spirit is saying you take a break too and step back. Okay, don't chase them, don't go after them asking, for explanations. Let them be. This break is needed for them to get in touch and communicate with their High Priestess. Okay, find what is lost. Again, refocus your energy, I feel like, on things that you should be doing, and maybe the time that you should have spent on, that you spent on your crush, the energy and the actual time that you have spent with them. Of course, this is time investment. So what are the things that you maybe now can look at and do in your own time? Especially like around the break period, I feel like. Okay? Let's get one more. What do you need to know about this connection? Yeah, so refocus yourself on things that mean to you, mean a lot to you, I mean. Your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. What can you invest your energy in? That's the question you need to answer. Manage your emotions. Okay. So, as I was saying, like, don't take the break that your crush, if and when they do decide to do that, don't take that as something about you, or it means something, you know, like wondering, you know, did I do something wrong? Or could I have done it better? Did I say something wrong? Okay. So, this situation where somebody goes low contact to no contact can be triggering for some of you watching this. Hopefully, after having watched this reading and after having understood the kind of emotional behavioral pattern that your crush has been in for lots of years and kind of playing through it again with you, after having understood that, hopefully you would understand the situation and them better, and therefore find it easier to manage your emotions. I really hope that. But despite understanding all of this, it's possible that you might feel triggered from time to time in this connection too, while you are in connection with them, and, you know, in that break that's coming up, I feel like, when they do decide to limit or stop the interaction. Spirit is saying at this time to you that the way to sail through that period of time is for you to really learn how to manage your emotions. And it's an art, you know. There's a quote by one of my favorite spiritual teachers who talks a lot about internal triggers and the need to manage them through life. I mean, through our different, like the different journeys that we go on in life. And it's called, and the quote goes something like this: let go of control and control yourself. So what this means is that, as I said, don't go running after your crush, don't question them, and don't try to manipulate a response from them, okay? Always stay connected. Always know that you're worthy of the attention. Always know that you're worthy of receiving the love that you desire. If you do catch yourself having, you know, deeper feelings as this connection progresses, which I feel like you might, okay, pile one. If you find yourself, allow those feelings to be there in the first place. This is not me saying don't catch feelings, because that's not how it works. Me telling you and then you saying, oh, okay, and then moving on. It certainly doesn't work that way. But if you find yourself catching feelings for this person, and this person kind of yo-yoing between giving you attention and then not giving you attention, and then withdrawing their energy, know that it is not about you. And second, take this as an opportunity to learn the art of managing your emotions through deep understanding of the situation. Okay, let's get some more cards from the True Love Oracle deck. What do you need to know about this connection? What do you need to know about this connection, pile one? Okay. Reparenting yourself. This goes hand in, I'm going to place this card here actually, with managing your emotions, because usually our triggers, especially in relationship scenarios, oh my god, this reading suddenly got very serious, more serious than I would have anticipated. So this connection, as I said, if it triggers you, okay, like feeling anxious, stressed, worried. If that happens for you, as you go through this connection, through the different stages and different experiences with your person, understand that these triggers, more often than not, they come from our childhood and our relationship with our primary caregivers, which kind of translates into our romantic relationship, because they are the next significant relationships that we encounter in our lives. And understanding that these triggers are not about, the person that you're crushing on, but they are coming from deeper wounds that you might have to reparent and heal by yourself. Okay, so for some of you, it feels like this connection with your crush might turn into an opportunity, and see it as an opportunity, to first learn the art of tempering, that is managing your emotion, and also healing your attachment wounds by learning how to reparent yourself. Okay? So what else do you need to know, pile one? Like I said, this reading suddenly got quite serious, more serious than I anticipated, but that is good. That's how, typically romantic connections are. Even when they start light at first, once we get more emotionally entangled in them, they bring out stuff within us that needs healing. The distorted feminine. Okay, I'm going to go to the booklet for this one. This is a relatively new oracle deck, so I don't want to just say off the top of my head without understanding the intention behind this card. It comes with quite a big book, big as in size-wise. So let me bring up the distorted feminine, 34, page 34. Oops. Okay. The divine feminine is returning to us all once more after thousands of years of dominance by the distorted masculine. No, I'm sorry. This is divine feminine. Apologies. I want distorted feminine. Page 30. Okay. There is, as I said, for your crush with the High Priestess, they're going to connect with their feminine side too. So that's why maybe the divine feminine kind of made her presence known through this mistakes, which there are no mistakes, haha. The distorted feminine may not appear to run the world in the same way the distorted masculine does, yet it is just as commonplace and equally destructive. The distorted feminine is characterized by negative emotions, depression, neediness, a sense of going around in circles, or a need for pointless drama. The wounded feminine, the wounded energy, feeling unattractive or being trapped and powerless. Okay, all right, I understood the overall energy. This is talking about your wounded side coming out to play its ugly game. And this might happen for some of you at some point in this connection. As I said, if it's just in the beginnings, this crush that you have on this person, watching this reading would be really helpful, I feel, to know, what's coming up, and also know that this is a collective read, so it's not going to match 100%, but definitely there are some of you out there that are watching this video right now that are needing to hear this message. So for some of you, your wounded child, your wounded feminine energy, it's going to come out, and that might manifest in ways where it might make you feel stressed out about the connection, worried about the connection. Where is this going? You know, all your insecurities. Okay, understand, again, I feel like these two cards are really connected, and understand they're coming from your childhood wounds or attachment wounds. Do a Google search and find out, like, there are awesome resources even on YouTube. Like, type it up in the search bar, attachment wounds, and how to recognize what your own wounding has been and how to reparent it, how to heal it. Okay, that's quite a journey in itself, and for some of you, definitely this connection is coming up as something that would trigger an opportunity for you to heal your wounds. So that, as I said, try not to make the Eight of Cups situation, the walk away from this connection, to mean anything about you. But despite knowing that, sometimes it's very, very hard to control triggers, especially when they're not deeply looked at or you haven't looked at them deeply before. Okay, so educate yourself on attachment wounds, how to reparent them, and how to get to a more healed place. The book also talked about, like, not feeling good enough, not feeling attractive enough. Know that these are messages and voices in your head that you have picked up from your childhood, and they don't mean a thing. They're not the truth at all. That is not how you're supposed to feel. You, as a divine spiritual being, are perfect, and I mean that with so much gusto and so much conviction, and I hope that comes across. But you, just as you are perfect. Okay, so restoring that is necessary, you see, like spiritually speaking as well, because the soul, the spirit in you, which is, you know, the God in you, it's basically God playing a role in your form, but that's different. But your soul, it's kind of like bringing in this, attracting these opportunities for you to work on this healing, because it wants to be restored to what it is actually meant to be, which is perfect, or how it's actually meant to feel, which is perfect. And that was lost in that somewhere in your life, maybe in your childhood. So for some of you, definitely this connection will be an opportunity to learn how to manage your emotions, your triggers, learn about your attachment wounds, and learning how to reparent or heal yourself. Okay. With these cards, I'm kind of going from right to left. I usually go from left to right, but anyways. What do my Pile 1 people need to know about this connection? What do my Pile 1 people need to know? What do my Pile 1 people need to know about this connection? Oops. These two cards really wanted to jump out. Okay. We have dating and we have sexual freedom. Okay. All right. So for some of you, like I said, dating. Getting to know your person, keeping things light, okay? With especially like this vibe of dating, there has to be some lightness around it, as in like being in your energy and being connected to yourself as you explore this person and this option in front of you. And I feel like, you know, these two cards are again kind of reconfirming that you will find an opportunity, most of you, if not all of you. As I said, this is a collective read. By the way, if you are interested in getting a personal reading from me, I forgot to mention this in the intro, but my personal readings are the same in the video format, and they are pay what you can as of the date that this reading gets posted on YouTube. Anyways, so as I was saying, for most of you, if not all of you, you will get an opportunity to reconnect with this person. And sexual freedom, the freedom to explore your sexuality without inhibition. So really like working on that, or developing that physical connection, that attraction that you feel towards each other. I feel like you will get an opportunity to explore that with this person. Okay? So that's exciting. That's exciting. But yeah, in the meantime, there's this serious kind of side to you. Not that this is not serious, but there's this serious healing side to this reading, to this situation, which talks about you needing to, and if you have already done some of the work, Spirit is saying remind yourself of that as you go through managing your emotions, because yeah, this is a confused energy that's coming through, like for your crush. Confused, more like somebody who suppresses his or her emotions, and they need some time to get to a place where they can feel more confident and ready. Okay, even if like they are in a connection with someone else at this time, which is what I really strongly feel is the case for some of you, definitely. Okay, that situation will resolve itself. Okay, when they do come back, they come back more confident, unable to deny their feelings, unable to really not listen, or like not unable to disconnect from their inner truths, which is the High Priestess. Okay, so this is quite intense of a transformation. So give it time. Know that it's stressful for them with that Nine of Swords energy here. Give it time, but it will get there. And in the meantime, focus on yourself, focus on managing your emotions, your triggers. Don't make it about you, and you will get a chance to explore the lighter side as well as like the sexual connection and attraction you feel towards each other. Okay, so I'm going to leave your reading here. I do hope that this was helpful. I do hope that it resonated. Please leave me a comment below and tell me what your story is if you chose pile 1 and watched this reading. Okay, so thank you again for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hello, pile 2. So this is for those of you that resonated with the Chrysocolla crystal and the Cat's Eye Tarot. Welcome to your reading. We are going to be looking into your crush's thoughts and feelings towards you. What they're, how are they viewing this connection? What do they feel at this time? And this is for you to get some clarity in a new connection or something that hasn't really developed into a full-blown serious relationship. So which is why, as I said in the intro, whoops, we have the Nine of Wands. We're starting with the Nine of Wands, by the way. Okay. As I said in the intro, I find that that's the reason why these readings are especially helpful. Anyways, we're going to start with the tarot and then go into oracle messages. So the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is wounded energy and kind of, you know, defensive, attacking. Then we have the King of Cups. Such a beautiful King of Cups, right? Okay. How is your crush feeling towards you at this time? How is your crush feeling towards you? So your crush is coming across as of course, the wounded energy with the Nine of Wands. Somebody who has been wounded in the past. With the King of Cups, I do get the sense that they are very much in touch with their they're an emotional being, if you know what I mean. Emotions are something that they do pay attention to. Whether they talk about them a lot or not, it's a different story, but their own internal kind of like environment that's governed by emotions a lot. And just with the stance that this King of Cups has in this tarot deck, I feel like right now they might be either not showing so much emotion, kind of keeping a poker face around you and not letting you know what's really going on with them, but you might catch them like looking at you in a certain way. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, all right. You might be catching them looking at you a certain way, or looking at you more often than, I mean, we can tell when somebody is kind of crushing on us, but I feel like there's not a lot of display of emotions with your person. They're keeping it under wraps. With the Queen of Pentacles, they have a really high opinion of you. So of course, like the genders do not matter. You might be a guy or a woman watching this video, a man or a woman, I mean, a guy or a gal, and that's fine. But they see you as someone who is worth investing in from the long-term point of view. So like as in a long-term relationship, and really good grounded energy is coming across for you. That is you who are watching this video. Whether you feel grounded in this connection or not, I feel like your person thinks. So you might be kind of mirroring their energy, where they are keeping their emotions under wraps. And around them, I feel like you do somewhat of a good job of pretending, but like that's not you pretend or wanting to pretend, but matching your person's energy and whoops, taking things slow. So I do take jumper cards, but not when I, drop 2 or more. When it's 1, that's when I take it in. Anyway, what are your person's thoughts and feelings towards you? That's just me as a tarot reader. Every reader is different with jumper cards, but I'm just way too clumsy of a shuffler. I know myself. So, okay, this wants to come out. We have the 7 of Wands. Again, with the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, really, they're spending a lot of energy in resisting this connection. And then when we have the 6 of Swords, okay. How is your crush feeling towards you? The 7 of Wands is again like being resistant. And especially in this tarot deck or like this tarot card, the rendition of 7 of Wands, it almost makes me feel like, of course the cat has its claws out and ready to attack the dog that's trying to reach it. Okay, so I feel like your person, because of their wounding in the past, and I also see like anger here with this 9 of Wands energy, this teeny tiny cat that is getting defensive. So their defense, okay, because of the wounding of the past, might be something that brings out or manifests itself, I must say, not something. Their wounding manifests as kind of like angry towards love or romance or romantic connections, and highly sort of resistant to it, which explains the presence of emotions, but really trying hard not to show that. How is your crush feeling and thinking about this connection? Especially for pile 2 people, I feel like this reading would be especially helpful because you might look at them and be like, what's up with this person? Then we have the reversed 6 of Wands. Okay. So at this time, the 6 of Swords energy and the reversed 6 of Wands, I'm going to place this beside it and move these cards a little bit. There you go. Did that help? I'm not sure. Anyway, with the reversed 6 of Swords and the reversed 6 of Wands, I feel like in the past, okay, I distinctly, oops, sorry, I bumped my own overhead filming setup. Anyway, in the past, your person has had to let go of a connection that was important to them, but maybe not as important to the other person, and they really did it because they literally did not have a choice. Okay? And that really has affected how confident they feel about the idea of love. Okay? And also how confident they feel in themselves, in being able to conduct a relationship successfully, if that makes sense. Like, how worthy is it to chase or like to pursue a relationship with anyone? This is not about you, but relationships in general, how worthy it is to invest in love, and whether, you know, feeling like, I don't know if this is going to turn out to be anything much. And like I said, your person is a very emotionally sensitive person. Okay, so things going wrong in relationship really does affect them, and affects, like, when it affects them emotionally, I feel like it affects several areas of their life, because they come across as a really emotional being, as I said, a really sensitive soul, sensitive to emotions. And so their past experiences where they have had to end the connection, maybe somebody broke up with them, okay, and really hurt them, and left them with a lot of questions, instead of, you know, no closure. I mean, they were left without a closure, without fully understanding of what happened there. This person is quite disgruntled about that idea of romance and of love. Okay. Ouch. So how is your person? And that is why they are holding themselves back, even though I feel like they see you, and the interest in you is reciprocated. But any kind of interaction, energy exchange with them might come across as this person is like, what's their deal, you know? Like, when I interact with them, it's kind of like you must be thinking, I feel what I feel, but the evidence in front of my eyes as to how this person behaves when they actually get a chance to interact with me is quite contradictory to how I think I feel, or how I think they feel, if I make sense with that long sentence. We have the reversed Knight of Wands. Yeah, because of that wounding, I feel like your person is not in the mood, the headspace, the energetic space right now to pursue their feelings and to pursue this connection, to pursue you. With the Nine of Wands, even when it comes up as reversed, I feel like there is a lot going on under the surface with your person, as in, like, they are feeling a lot. There's a lot of, like, passion stirring within them, and you do that. You bring that out in this connection. Despite that, I feel like your person is not in that headspace where they want to do something about it. Okay? And of course, like, because of their wounding. We have the Seven of Swords, not being able to trust. Yeah, Seven of Swords is, again, suspecting and wondering if this is, you know, this is deceptive. Just not being able to trust others. And unfortunately, they're bringing that with them, that distrust, that mistrust. Your person is in need of healing, I feel like. Healing their wounds from the past connection, which makes them feel very little to no confidence in, like, the area of love and romance. They're really in the place where they need to heal these wounds and not allow the pain, the baggage in the form of this pain that they carry into new connections, because that would just make them not trust a new person. And what that does is, like, it doesn't allow them to be fully present in that connection, because in their head, whatever you do or you say, it's going to trigger some past memory, and it's going to make them feel exactly how they felt at the time and how they feel towards the connection. But it would be a misinterpretation of your words, your action, and not seeing you clearly for who you are, right? So the Seven of Swords energy is like them really suspecting, you know, suspecting the worthiness of this connection. I don't feel this suspicion is more so towards you, but sometimes it could be possible, like for some of you, they might be getting triggered because of this baggage that they carry. So your person is definitely in the need for healing. Okay, we have the Hanged Kitty, which is the Hanged Man. And we also have the Tower. Okay. And we also have the Justice. Okay, major arcana cards coming up. And what is your person feeling towards you? Pile 2. Pile 2. Oh yeah, I'm in pile 2. Yeah. What is your person feeling and thinking? We have the reversed Seven of Cups. I want to clarify the Tower energy. Yeah, but I kind of get it. But let me draw a card to clarify. What is this Tower energy? Spirit, can you please clarify the Tower energy? Eight of Wands. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start with the Hanged Kitty. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess. Okay. And we have the King of Pentacles, the counterpart to the Queen of Pentacles, which I feel is your energy. Okay, so now that I have the spread in front of me, okay, with the Hanged Kitty, the Hanged Man energy, as I said, your person right now is not in that headspace, the emotional space where they want to start something new with this connection, despite them feeling from time to time and understanding that you would be a good match to them. Because the overall energy, how I look at the bottom of the deck cards, if you are watching my reading for the very first time, I look at it as kind of like the summarizing umbrella energy within which to interpret the cards. So we have the King of Pentacles here. So that from time to time, I feel like they listen to their intuition and they know that this connection with you would be a good match. Okay. And I feel like with the High Priestess, that is what their intuition has been trying to tell them. That it's not going to be the same thing from the same bullshit, if I can use that word, sorry about that. It's their intuition telling them that they needn't worry that this connection will not be a repeat of like the history that they have had in love, and the kind of failure they feel like towards like themselves when it comes to the romance and love area of their life. Their intuition has been trying to tell them. But it's like with the Hanged Kitty, the Hanged Man, they might be slowly changing. Or here's what I'm trying to say. It's like when you popped up into their life and walked into their life, it's like that's when, looking at your qualities, because I feel like they really admire you for who you are, the way you carry yourself and all the details about you. And their intuition has been trying to tell them that because of, you know, the kind of person that you are and the details of your life and everything about you, it's not indicative of, you know, a dysfunction that, you know, might be the case with their previous romantic partners, that you would be different, okay? And I feel like this thought has popped up into their life since you came into this, they're on their radar, okay? This person might have just sort of closed off the door on love and the possibility of falling in love again, of finding someone worthy of investing their time and energy into, okay? But looking at you, and now that they find that, you know, they are catching these feelings, but they're not responding to it, of course, because, you know, that catching of those feelings triggers all those wounds from the past. But looking at you, it's like now their perspective is changing a little bit. But are they at the point where they are ready to make the progress? Not yet, unfortunately. Okay? But their intuition has really been telling them that, you know, this time around, it's going to be different. With the Tower energy and the clarifying card that I got, the Eight of Wands. Now, I know the Eight of Wands is like a flash of energy, a real sort of like a quick moving, fast energy. So I feel like with this rendition of the Eight of Wands card and like this building being on fire and this cat having to rescue its kittens really quickly and run out of there, and we have another cat falling off of a building, a tower. So I feel like their world in the past, what makes them really defensive, that Seven of Wands energy, and angry, is that in the past, the end to their previous connection, so the kind of like, what do you call it? The end of their existence as it was, that happened in such a way that it was least expected and just happened very quickly, which left them really wounded, okay? Wow, your person has sustained some really serious wounding from the past. With the Six of Swords energy, clarified by the Justice card, I feel like for some of you, this could be talking about a divorce and having to like let go of someone. The Justice energy is making me think, you know, in the past, this person might be married to someone else and then, you know, it didn't work out, but that left them really wounded. Okay? And the Six of Wands and Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is about a lot of feelings arising, okay? Us becoming confused because some trigger, a person or an event that has left us in a Seven of Cups situation. It's usually, you know, leaving us stumped because I feel so many things, like I don't know what to feel. With the reversed energy of the Seven of Cups coming through in this reading, I feel like this is talking about your person like not addressing or not looking at any of those feelings for now, because you bring out so many feelings with your person that they're just blocking everything off at this time, okay? They're not looking at it. Okay, I did this with the first pile, so I want to draw some more cards where I look into how is this going to progress. Get some insight into that, if I may. How is this going to progress? How is this connection going to progress? Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles. Whoops. And if you know the tarot and are somewhat aware or really well aware of the meanings, don't worry so much about the Five of Pentacles. I'm going to draw a few more cards and get the story. And sometimes it does surprise me and might surprise you. How is your person feeling towards you? How to? And this time, okay, we have Judgment, Renewal, New Realizations. How is your person feeling towards you? Pile 1. How is your person feeling towards you? Okay, we have the King of Wands. Okay. How is your person feeling towards you? Or what should you know? Oh, dropped too many cards there. What should you know about how this connection would progress? What should you know about how this connection would progress? Part 2. And we have the Page of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Okay. Alright, this wanted to pop up too, Ace of Swords. Okay, so I feel like with the Judgment energy, the major arcana energy that has come up here, I feel like your person is going to come into a space of having these new revelations about themselves, about love, about this situation, okay? With the King of Wands, I feel like for the time being, there is a possibility, there is a possibility that you might come across somebody else in the meantime, like sort of move on from this connection, okay, and have a new beginning with this. Either two energies are coming through, or it could also be like a combination where this person is really passionate and not afraid of showing how they feel for you, not afraid of sort of admitting their emotions and bringing their emotions out to the surface on the table in front of you. And with this Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, it's possible that it could be two people for some of you, but a combination of those qualities where it's like passionate as well as, you know, slowly catching feelings for you. With this Knight of Pentacles, which I'm going to put here for a second, and the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you guys might decide that you want to work on things and see where this connection goes, okay? And the Ace of Swords and Two of Cups, I feel like you would really feel this connection with the other person, okay, that's coming through in this reading. With the Five of Pentacles and the Judgment, I feel like this is talking about this crush of yours that is so closed off and has always, you know, told himself that love is not their cup of tea, and they're unlucky in love, and romance is not something that they want to invest their time and energy into in their life. I feel like that will change, but it seems like a phase in their life that they have to walk themselves, you know. Judgment is total renewal, okay? Let me draw one more card for Judgment. And it's kind of like the beginning of this renewal phase where it's like new revelations about life, new realizations are coming through and making themselves known through the circumstances in your life and through whatever is going on in your life at the time. It's like your perspective is changing and you're realizing new things. So in the area of love, of course, yeah, we have Temperance. Look at that. And look at the image, the two opposite colored cats, black and white. the dark and the light side coming together, resting peacefully. So this is your person becoming more balanced, I feel like, and having a balanced view about love, about relationships, which is where they are wounded, the area that their heart is really wounded. And as I said earlier in the reading, in the spread, I feel like your person really has some healing to go through. So with the Judgment, new things coming to light, and Temperance, I feel like they are going to be propelled into this phase of healing because of new things coming up and them realizing certain truths about love, about themselves, about other people, about their wounding, about their past. And I feel like they will be on a journey on their own, and you have either two people or like a combination, more so a combination. I feel like another King of Wands, a more passionate person whom, you know, who will not be afraid, first of all, to show you how they feel, and they might catch feelings for you. The connection would feel mutual, the attraction, the deep emotional connection, there with the Two of Cups, emotional fulfillment. So you have a new beginning coming with somebody else, and you guys both might decide with the Knight of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles to give this another chance. If there's some other person that has already stepped into your life like that, let me know. It would be interesting to know in the comments section below if that has already happened for you guys. Okay, so let me get some cards for you. I'm gonna get cards from the Wisdom for Healing cards, okay? And I'm going to draw cards for you. What is the message of healing? But in context of this connection with the crush you have. Because there's a lot of wounding coming through with your crush, and sometimes it can be abrasive almost to deal with the unhealed individual. And as I said, like, it's a feeling thing, like it might feel abrasive. So let's see what's coming through. Oops. For you. Be proactive. Okay. Recognize one of the major areas of insecurities in your life and see how much it disempowers you. Then identify one small action you can take to release that insecure feeling. Your goal: to observe whether you're proactive or passive, since healing requires proactive energy. Okay, so this could be a message. No, this is a message for you, I feel like. So as I said, it can be a little bit abrasive sometimes to deal with an unhealed person, and that could trigger our own traumas, okay? And might make us feel insecure, because here's the thing, like, your person is, like, the vibe you feel from them, you're correct in assuming that they have feelings for you, but they're not doing much about it. So that might make you feel like insecure, as in, what is it about me that this person is not really jumping in and taking the lead? And I do hope that this reading has been helpful to show you that this is not about you, it's about them. And them needing healing, them needing to really change their ideas. Okay, we'll take a look at this card, but in a second. So Spirit is saying that if your feelings of insecurity are triggered at this time, do some proactive things that you can do towards your own healing, okay? And may it begin with this reading and understanding your crush in a better way, okay? So, yeah, that's the message of the proactive card. Then we have enhance your physical health, okay? Think about how you view yourself as a physical being. Do you perceive yourself as weak or strong? Do you tend to make excuses for why you're not proactive in your healing? When you see what you can and should, when you see what can and should be done. Your goal to initiate one positive action in your life to enhance your physical health. So again, I feel like for some of you, dealing with this energy of your crush might have triggered you in more ways than one. Okay, doubting yourself, not maybe feeling as attractive as you actually are, but not feeling attractive within your own being, your own body. And yeah, all of it is pointing at like refocus on yourself. Okay, don't make this you, but know that it did trigger you. Admit that. And once we admit that certain situations did trigger us, did hurt us, we can go in, look within us and see where we need healing. And physical health is one of them. It could be whatever that means for you, exercising more, eating right, or just appreciating yourself, feeding yourself good food and whatever you enjoy. Okay, all right, this wants to come through. Change the direction. Yeah, as I said, the first message like I got is, with reference to what I said, letting this connection go and moving on. Like this person has their own healing to do at this time. Know that healing sometimes depends on strength, willingness, and an ability to change direction. Many people postpone doing so due to fear of leaving their comfort zones or laziness, and then they wonder why they are not happy and healthy. Your goal to make one solid, effective healing cycle by the end of the day that can positively change the direction of your life. Okay. So what the card says about people prolonging or postponing their own healing due to fear or laziness, it's so true. The fear comes from like giving up your old self and old attachments and what you know so far and leaping into a new direction. Okay. So leaving that can be sometimes really scary for people. And laziness, because healing work, it is work. It is actively being present and involved, connected to yourself. And on a daily basis, on a moment-to-moment basis, actually, I would say. Sometimes it's all about laziness. Yeah. Don't want to do the work on myself. Be complacent, because yes, it is work, and understandably so. So fear and laziness, question if that has been keeping you from doing the healing work on yourself so far. And if yes, Spirit is saying, take one small step, one small decision. It could be, letting go of this connection and giving it to God, the universe, the Spirit, whatever you call it. It could be one small step that instigates your process of healing. Don't have to sort of overwhelm yourself by thinking about all of it. It's one single moment of time at a time. Okay, now let me get some cards from, which one do I want to get? I feel like this one would be apt. It's Crazy Sexy Love Notes. A similar format with the image and the message in the back. So let's get more love notes for you. Because for this part, especially, the energy of your crush is coming across as wounded and needing to let them go and do their own healing work and be future focused. Okay, your first love note. Adventure awaits. Amazing. Look at this. Break up your routine and live a little, sweetheart. It's time for some adventure. Plan a vacation, take a spontaneous drive. A change in pace and scenery will do you good. Plus, you never know whom you will meet or what you'll experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or a partner. A spectacular meal at a charming local joint. The vista of a lifetime. Adventure awaits. So, if you're planning to really take yourself, to a different location, as in travel, now is the time to schedule it. Okay, so distancing yourself while having a good time and being open to what life has to bring in next. Okay, so that's a really exciting message. So yeah, if you have travel plans, now is the time to schedule that vacation and have fun. Like I said, the situation is not about you. Look at the vibe of this female, ready to have fun. This lady here. The second love note is, risk it. Great things are born from those brave enough to fly, those who are willing to risk failure. Your dreams require action and you're ready to make a move. Remember, you have nothing to lose. Even if you flop, you will receive a valuable insight. So get off your butt and take a leap. Go for it. Okay, so if some of you are considering confronting, but not in a confrontational way, but like having a real conversation with your person and talking to them, what's up? Like sometimes we do need the closure, and really listening to what's happening with the other person, and based on their response, like that's our closure, So if you are considering taking that risk, even though it's not a risk, Spirit is saying go ahead and do that. Okay, be brave. Or whatever this risking it means to you, if there's something else on your mind. Because when I was reading the card, that's the first thing that I got, that maybe some of you are really, or were really thinking of opening up about your feelings and emotions and bringing it to this person, your crush. And that might be needed to gain some more insight and more clarity. That's the first intuitive hit I got. But if there's something else that you are thinking of, which prior to now, this reading felt a little risky, know that Spirit is saying that, when you break out of your comfort zone, that can be quite enriching for the Spirit. Because you prove to yourself that, you have the courage, you have the bravery to break your own molds, and which is very important overall in life, being flexible and having the courage to be flexible, to be honest. So either of those two feel like they would be applicable, like I genuinely feel that, and go for it. Like even if the conversation, as I said, is a huge flop and they are busy like pretending, you would know where you stand and where they stand, to be honest. Okay? That they are at this time incapable of giving you what you want. Instead of sitting there and having to wonder, I feel like that might help you move on. Or if there's something else that you want to be brave about, this is the 2 thumbs up from Spirit. Okay, your next love note. Okay. Be a natural beauty. Your entire body is precious. So choose personal care products that reflect your consciousness and commitment to self-love. Say no to toxins and yes to the healthiest ingredients possible. You deserve to look and feel great, and you're worth the effort. Be a natural beauty. So this is for someone specific out there that might be considering of like looking at more natural brands, or like vegan brands and whatnot. Choosing what you put in your body. I feel like with vegan, it also could be about food, because what you put into your body is, of course, important and does reflect in how you feel and your relationship with the world. So this is not for all of you, I feel like, but some of you out there watching, this must be relevant. Okay, so I'm going to leave your reading here. As I said previously, I do hope that this reading was helpful in getting some insight into what's going on with your person, and I hope that you got a good, healthy sense of that. And yeah, your life is coming to a new beginning with the Ace of Swords and new connections. And the more, I mean, the faster almost you let go of this and like give it to spirit and allow this person to have their own healing, the better I feel like it would be for you. Okay, so I'm going to leave your reading here. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know how you connected with this reading. Now keep in mind, it's a collective read. If you are interested in a private read with me, please know that all my readings at this time, on the day that this video is posted, are pay what you can afford. So how to do that, that's all in the description box. All right, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi Pile 3, so this is for those of you that resonated with the orange calcite crystal. Oops. Or the Mystical Medleys tarot deck. This is your reading. We are looking into your precious thoughts and feelings towards you. What are they feeling about you? What are they feeling about the connection they have with you? And I find that these types of reading, or this specific reading actually, when we are looking into your precious thoughts and feelings, they are especially more beneficial because, you know, whoops, we're starting with the Magician card, I guess. Because this connection is new, and yeah, such deep conversations about how are you feeling today might not be happening at this time. So we're going to start with the tarot, obviously, and then we're going to go into some oracle messages. So let's see what comes up in this reading. Pile 1 and Pile 2 readings really surprised me this time around, to be honest. So let's see what's in store for Pile 3. How is your crush feeling towards you at this time? How is your crush feeling towards you at this time? Just by looking at this rendition of the Magician card, I'm getting the feeling that your crush might be really popular socially in the circle. And the next card is the Death card. Okay. Like someone that attracts a lot of attention is what I'm getting from that Magician card. Let's keep going. How is your crush feeling towards you? Pile 1. Death, as a major arcana card, represents transformation, and I feel like in this particular reading, so far, this is talking about their personal transformation. So this is someone that's going through the difficult and complex process of transforming. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. The Ten of Swords is the energy of, well, someone who's so exhausted and kind of done with thinking and like having to deal with too many thoughts around something. Interesting energy is coming through. How is your crush feeling towards you? Oops. what are your precious feelings towards you, pile 3? How to give you this connection? So we have 9 of Wands. Okay. What are your precious feelings towards you, pile 3? What are they feeling? What are they going through at this time? Okay, so we have 8 of Pentacles and we have the 6 of Cups. What are your precious feelings towards you? Oh, give me one moment. I will be right back. What are your precious feelings towards you at this time? We have the 2 of Cups. Wow, I've never been this confused by a spread, I'll be honest. And I'll need a moment here to meditate upon these cards and really get the message that they're trying to say, but not until I've drawn the last few cards. What are your precious feelings towards you? Pile 3. What are your precious feelings towards you? Okay. It's not that confusing to me now that I actually see the message. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the 3 of Cups. Okay. So, as I said, I still stand by what I said because that was like a really strong intuitive hit that I got with this pile with the Magician card that we started with. I feel like your crush is someone that's really popular and they are someone who do attract a lot of attention, okay, from the opposite sex or like the same sex, depending on what they prefer, but somebody that's attractive to other people and they stand out, and it could also, like, especially from this card, from this rendition of the Magician card in this particular tarot deck, I'm also getting like they might be kind of like a performer. I don't know why, but I'm getting like maybe into music or any kind of artist, with somebody that's up there on the stage and they attract attention with that. Somebody quite talented, to be honest. And your person, it's like the top row is talking about their internal process and like what they're going through internally, and this is somewhat externally as well as like, you know, what they're going to do about your connection. So as I said in the beginning with the Death card, I feel like your person is undergoing that complex and really somewhat difficult, or 90% of the time it's difficult, process of transforming, okay? Transformation is a very internal, very private process that mostly happens in solitude, okay? So it must be something, it could be something that it's not obvious to other people at this time, or maybe even to you, but they are in that phase of life where they are really changing, okay? I feel like with your connection, okay, your person right now at this time might be really resistant to it, okay? They are, I feel like with the 3 of Cups energy here and the 2 of Cups, seek like what you seek with them, or even the emotional connection, like one-on-one emotional connection between people. I feel like they're not in that headspace where they are ready to pursue this one-on-one connection with someone, okay? They are more in the headspace of dating, okay? And they have been for a while, I feel like. So basically they're dating, they're having fun, you know, and with the more serious parts of their life, they are more focused on themselves and also the work that they do. I feel like your person is a very busy kind of energy is coming through, and they have been busy for a while now, and well, that's where their focus is coming on. Even right now in this spread with the Eight of Pentacles, they're more focused on, like I said, building a name for themselves, carving out their space, working on their skills, and just focused on work. And also, like, there are two messages actually with that coming adjacent to the Death card, which in a tarot spread, for me as a tarot reader, that's important. I do look at, you know, where the card is placed and the adjacent card to it. So, like I said, with the Death card, this is an internal transformation. So I feel like your person is really doing the work that they need to do, or they felt like they needed to do at this time. And like I said, it's an internal process, right? So it might not be so apparent on the outside, this internal work. The external might be, like, you might just know that your person is a very busy individual in their life. But in terms of relationships, I feel like they're more in that headspace where they want to have fun, they want to have a good time, they want to date people, but they're not ready at this time for a one-on-one connection. In fact, the thought of one-on-one connection with you, I feel like they see you, they know that you have a crush on them, okay? I feel like there is an awareness in them about that. But they might not be responding to it at this time because, like, it's literally like, look at this creature's peace out sign, you know, like it overwhelms them, this idea of one-on-one connection. And so what they're working on and the transformation that they're going through, it might be very well related to healing from past wounding in connections and in relationships. Okay? So, the Hanged Man energy. Okay, another thing. The Hanged Man energy, the third, the third major arcana card in this reading. I feel like your person's transformation that they're going through at this time is going to change their perspective on so many things, okay? Now, the Hangman usually, or could mean actually, a couple of things. One, it could mean, like, you know, a lack of action. And the second one is like changing your perspective on things, okay? And I feel like both those meanings are relevant at this time with this particular spread, because I do know, I can see that they're not really being much responsive towards you, or responding to that, like, knowledge and awareness that they have about how you feel. They somewhat know, I feel like. But at this time, they might not be acting on it, or they might not be responding in the way that you need them to respond, because, again, like I said, undergoing a transformation, they still have, you know, things that they need to figure out about themselves. And just the thought of that, like being in a relationship at this time. Yeah, the wounded energy, yeah. And look at this, the arrow pointing back towards the Ten of Swords and the Death card. And your person, the Magician, which I feel like, you know, I don't know why, but I'm really getting that I'm extremely popular kind of vibe from that, okay? And outwardly, they must be presenting this super confident, can do anything and everything and does it all kind of persona. That's what they must be presenting to the world. Okay, and yeah, so I was talking about the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands essentially is a wounded energy, okay? And how typically these wounds manifest in real life is that it makes them resistant. they put up walls and fences and barriers, and they do not allow anybody else. Excuse me. Let me just take a sip of water. Hold on. Okay, so they do not allow other people in, okay? And it's almost like they are creating that internal solitude by doing that. It's a way of keeping others out and creating that solitude, that space that they might need at this time. But also, it's also the wounding from the past, okay, that creates a fear within them that makes them like resistant to relationships. Okay, so this transformation, this wounding, and them wanting like peace out. I want some time out. It feels like this creature is saying, which is representative of your person's energy. They're like, I just want some time out to work on myself, to date and have fun. But no one-on-one relationships, because the thought of that like overwhelms me. And to do my work, to focus on what I am doing, to keep busy. I think this is the way that they cope with the pain that they might have had in the past. And yeah, the Three of Cups came from the bottom of the deck. Now, how I look at bottom of the deck energy is that for me, it kind of encompasses or summarizes really the energy that I'm reading into, or provides like an umbrella context within which to interpret the rest of the cards. So with the Three of Cups, I feel like on the outside, it might look like your person is A, popular, second, having a lot of fun, but this is what is going on in the background. Just, oh, whoops, sorry. I bumped my hand into the overhead filming system. That was the noise. That is what that noise was. So yeah, on the outside it might look like, oh, this person is popular, they're having fun, they have lots going on, but know that they are engaged in this really intense and more often than not difficult process of transformation. They're really focusing on that right now and focusing on building themselves. Okay, let's see where this connection will head. Let's get some more tarot cards and see what's going to happen with you too. So how is this connection going to pan out in the near future for my Palpri people? But yeah, understanding this, I hope it does help you to, again, understand, or to understand why your person might, at this time, might not be open or coming across as like not open to this connection, and or they might be like responding or not responding at all to the energy that you are putting out towards them. But know that they are well aware of how you feel. I am certain of that. They are very well aware of how you feel, but it's something they've told, and it's not about you again. It's them wanting like some time out from other people, and especially romantic connections. So they just want to keep the energy light, have a good time. It's like work hard and party harder kind of energy of your person that's coming through, to be honest. Okay, let's see how is this connection going to pan out. What's going to happen? We have the Page of Wands. How is this connection going to head, or which direction will it head? How are things going to unfold with Pile 3? How is this connection going to head? Pile 3. We have the Ace of Pentacles, okay. I'm laughing because from the Page of Wands, the emotion that comes through, or the intuitive message that comes through, is that this person that you're crushing on, they will reach a point where they are suddenly going to see you as an, not like the physical you, they might have seen you of course, but like suddenly catch feelings for you. You know what I mean? And something about you like would charm them into this realization. And the sudden, it's almost, like I said, catching on fire. Like I'm looking at the wand on fire, and look at that coy little lizard. Yeah, coy little lizard, like laying there in the sun, at the bottom of this Page of Wands' feet, or near his feet. And this Page of Wands really looks surprised. He's not even aware that the wand has caught on fire, probably. At least that's what I get. And he is like in shock, like, oh my God, you know? So I feel like this sudden change with how they perceive you is what's coming up, or how they view you. And it's going to happen quite unexpectedly for both of you, I feel like. So there's no telling, you know, when to expect that. This is, of course, like a short term. And when I say short term, I'm talking about like 1, 2, 3 months from now, from the date you see this reading, because it's going to be timeless. So 1 or 3 months from now. And yeah, it's going to be like a brand new beginning. And you know, this opportunity for you guys to connect in a real way, I feel like that's going to come through. And I feel like that would happen more closer to, you know, your person gaining some kind of financial success. That's what I'm getting with this card. Them feeling like they can, or they have achieved something with, like, you know, the transformation work kicking in, and their perspective having changed somewhat, them maturing into new understanding, you know, because of all the work that they have been putting in. And I feel like with this card, Ace of Pentacles, it's like they will come into some sort of like a success in terms of their work or finances. And around that time, okay, around that time, it's like they unexpectedly catch feelings for you and see like the real you, like really see you. And they would be, I feel like, willing to give this relationship a chance, at least be open to dating you, to seeing you. Let me get some more cards to see what direction we are headed in. Okay, interesting. I tell you, the downloads that I get. We have the Knight of Cups, yeah. Yep, this person is going to be coming towards you. A cup full of emotions, their emotions, brought to your doorstep, you know. But yeah, suddenly, there's a sudden change of heart, in a positive way, like positive for you, if that is what you're seeking and wondering about, and a new beginning. And I feel like they will feel more ready. They will have matured somewhat, as I said, through working on their own transformation and whatever they need to learn from there, and the perspective will have changed, and a more mature, a more capable energy comes through here with the Knight of Cups, and somebody who's willing to talk about their emotions, to share their emotions, and to tell you exactly what they feel. A very open, honest kind of a energy is coming through. Right now, there might be a certain level of immaturity as well with your person, but with this like transformation that they're going through, if they're going to come to their senses almost, or like mature more than what they are right now. A little bit more than that. Oh, we have the Nine of Cups. Look at that. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. I feel like, of course, you're watching this reading, so it makes sense that you're not only curious about what this person is feeling towards this connection, but you are someone who's really hoping that this connection comes to something real, or you guys actually get a chance to take this relationship further. And I feel like you are seeking at least for an opportunity to do that, I feel like. Okay, so now with the Nine of Cups, I feel like you will, this looks very, very, very likely that your person will come to you and offer you a chance, a new beginning. Because like I said, right now, even though they are aware, they're not really connecting with you, and that connection, them catching feelings and everything changing from then, happens quickly. Okay? For some of you, this could also, I'm also getting the message that your person might actually like travel to where you are, if you are in a long distance, or if this is a long distance connection, they might be willing to come to you, to execute things further, or take things further, execute their plans of the future. Let's look at the bottom of the deck energy. We have the Empress. Okay. So I feel fairly certain that your person is going to make a turn around and come find you, be more open with their feelings, be more honest about them. Right now, they must be like barely acknowledging you. And it might make you wonder, like, does this person even know that I exist? Or maybe you think that they know I exist, but have I really caught their eye? And you have, but they're just in this time out phase of life. Okay, but that's going to turn around as they come out of this work they're doing within themselves, and that energy of transformation, which the Death card represents. Okay, again, with the time frame, as I said, I'm looking into like short term, so 1 to 3 months from now, which is, in the larger scheme of things, it's not that long, really, to be honest. Okay, let me get some tea. What is that? Teacup? I forget the name. The tea leaf oracle. And it's a very thick, as you can tell, it's a very thick stack of cards, this circular cards, and they come with this bag. The packaging has a bag in it as well, because obviously they know that they would be impossible to shuffle. So I'm just going to put my hand in the bag and randomly draw a card. Okay. Oh, we have Firecracker, excitement. Look at that. Matches the Page of Wands energy. So yeah, like I said, sudden going off, like suddenly they become very aware of you and their feelings for you. We have disappointment in some affair, Scissors. Okay, I'll get some more on that energy there. Then we have Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. But you know what this is talking about? Not a stranger, but like you and... Which now, at least for now, you guys might be... needle and thread, look at that. A sincere wish will be granted. So I feel like the Scissors energy is talking about this brief pause. in the connection that you might be experiencing right now, or you will very soon, where it's like not knowing where this person is going and how they feel about you and whatnot, and that might lead you to feel a little bit disappointed with the state of affairs. But I feel like this will change, like this firecracker energy coming through. Okay. And with the needle and thread card, it's literally like the tea leaf equivalent of, where is it, the Nine of Cups card. Okay. And the handshake is like you re-meeting again. And yeah, as I was saying, you might, right now at this time as you're watching this reading, it might almost feel like this person is an absolute stranger, because as I said, they have their defenses up and they're not letting anybody in, not letting anybody get too close to them at this time. So it might really feel like they are a stranger, and this re-meeting them again, okay, after the pause that you might be going through right now, or you will go through in this connection. I feel fairly certain of that. Re-meeting or introducing yourself to this person, your crush, might feel like meeting a stranger. So that's the vibe that I'm getting. But needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. So if you are, whatever you're seeking in this connection, which I feel like, is a chance to at least get to know your person, an opportunity to date, to have them really see you, to connect with you, that's coming. Okay. All right, let me get some cards from the, I want to go to the True Love Oracle again. What do my pile 3 people need to know about this connection? What do my pile 3 people? Oops, I'm getting a phone call again, twice in this reading, but I'll be right back. Okay, apologies for that. I am back. And we are going to, now even if the phone rings, that was an appointment actually, so I had to take it. Let's get some more on, what do you need to know about this connection? What does my pile 3 people, what do my pile 3 people need to know about their connection with the crush? What do my pile 3 people need to know about this connection with their crush? Okay, that was a good shuffle. Okay, we have maturity. Yeah, so as I said, your person might be lacking the emotional maturity right now, and as they go through their transformation, they will get to a place where they have gained some maturity, some insight into their wounding, or like their ideas about love, their ideas about life, and what kind of romance they are looking for. So right now they're going through this transformation, which is necessary to make them more prepared, I feel like, to meet you at the level that you are. You might be the more mature one in this situation. Okay. And because of the presence of the spiritual guide that's standing behind this girl, I feel like this process of transformation and whatever they're going through within that process, they're being spiritually guided. So what I mean by that is their thoughts, their actions, their choices, they are being divinely designed in a way that brings in this healing and this maturity, the experiences that are being brought to them. Okay, they will lead to them maturing even more, or maturing more than where they are right now. Why can't I talk? I don't know. Anyways. What do my pile 3 people need to know? So kind of like a repeat message from what I said earlier with this Knight of Cups, and then I really did feel like this Knight of Cups energy represents a certain, heightened level of sensitivity to emotions and, emotional maturity, as I said. Okay, what do my pile 3 people need to know about their connection? Sexual freedom. So yeah, mutual attraction and mutual sexual attraction. You guys will get a chance to explore that with each other, and look at what this couple is sitting on. It's a lotus, and I'm thinking like there's a heart underneath that, and lotuses to me are symbols of transformation. So feelings and emotions undergoing transformation, and we have the doves that bring in the peace. Yeah, you know what, guys, give your person some time. Let them go, let them go for now. Just do your thing and know that this person is coming back when they have leveled up, I feel like. Yeah. Looks pretty good, this spread. I'm really happy to see your reading. And that wish fulfillment, okay, reparenting yourself. All right. So this card, to me, is talking about your well-being. And we have intimacy at the bottom of the deck. So intimacy with your person. But reparenting yourself, I need to take a pause between this like hunky-dory reading that we have here for pile 3 people, which really makes me happy. But I think reparenting here is kind of a message for some of you, if not all of you. And the message is that in this time that you decide to let things be, let your person go, and just deal with your life and focus on yourself. What that might also entail is you looking at your own emotional wounding, okay? Especially with reparenting. I feel like this is talking about attachment wounds, because attachment wounding, which, kind of manifests in relationships, romantic connections, and just like soulmate, twin flame type connections, that kind of like attachment wounding, it comes from our primary caregivers. So whoever in your life took care of you, played the parent role, or your actual parents, mom or dad, or a combination of both. So attachment wounds come from there. And for some of you, at least, this is relevant. And actually this message came up in pile 2's reading as well. Because as I said, like dealing with someone that is, just doing their own thing and you being ignored, which was also, somewhat true for pile 2's reading in a slightly different flavor, but that's what it amounted to. Them feeling like they're not really acknowledged, or like their feelings are not being acknowledged, which is the case in this situation very much, as I said several times during the reading. But that in itself can trigger our, attachment wounding. It might make us question our value, question our physical beauty, question our worth, and just not make us feel very good about ourselves, might put us in a negative sort of headspace, okay? So the message here, at least for some of you that do have that wounding in their energy, okay? And I absolutely did have attachment wounding, and I've had to work on myself, and I'm proud to say that I've made like tremendous progress with that, but that story is for some other day. But if you have this energy, wounding in your energy, then Spirit is saying that it is being presented, this connection is being presented as an opportunity for you to look at that like wounding and heal it through a process of reparenting yourself. Now there's tons of information. This topic goes very deep, and I can actually go on and on it for hours, but that won't be practical for the purposes of this reading. At least let me know if you want to
or if you would like to see a specific video that covers, healing attachment wounds, I'll try to design a spread and do that. But for the purposes of this reading, it would be highly impractical to get into that. But there's tons of info available on attachment wounding and also reparenting yourself. So do take a look at that. And then we have the intimacy card, forming like an intimate bond, emotionally intimate, physically intimate bond with your person. I feel like that opportunity is really going to present itself on this spread. So I'm very happy and excited to see your reading and to see that this connection is headed in that direction. Okay, so I'm going to leave your reading here, and I hope that this was helpful. I hope that it gave you some essential insights. If you do want a private reading with me, all my readings as of the day that this video gets posted are pay what you can afford, and I'm doing with this specific idea and purpose in mind, and I do know my strategy and why I'm doing so. So anyways, they are pay what you can afford. They will be in a video format, and I would give you the choice, either a video format or like a written read, like a PDF. So thank you again for watching, for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.